Hey, what's up, everybody? For those of you who are in the market or looking to buy a 2024 Golf GTI, I just want to go over a few things things to look out for, things you might want to know when you're purchasing one of these things. Little features that are interesting and little things, maybe some things that I don't really care for or didn't expect, really, maybe. Just little things here and there. Nothing major, but a few things to think about when you're looking to buy a 2024 GTI. So one of the things that some people don't like is that there's actually a lack of physical knobs and buttons. But you know what? I actually don't mind. I really like the clean, simple look that it provides, and I actually love this steering wheel. But the buttons and everything are pretty easy to get used to as you drive the car. That's one thing that I've always liked about Volkswagen. Everything that they do seems to be very intuitive when it comes to the infotainment center. I really love the fact that it has wireless Apple CarPlay, and it does do wireless charging. I like that feature, but I found with the phone case that I have for my phone that is set up for wireless charging, doesn't seem to want to work too well in this cubby. It's like it's leaning a little bit and it just doesn't connect very well for the charging. So I've had to go caseless until I find a case that actually works properly with the wireless charging in this car. So some of the features that I like with the driving assistance things is it actually has adaptive cruise control, it has lane assist, and then it has it's like it wants to be in autopilot, but it's just not there yet. So you push this button and basically it'll kind of keep you in the middle of the lane for about 20 seconds without you needing to touch or adjust the steering. The frustrating part is that it really wants a lot of input to tell it that you have the wheel. So it makes you feel like you're swerving too much in the lane to keep the car happy. I'd rather just like maybe squeeze the wheel or something. Maybe I'm doing it wrong, but I've tried just squeezing the wheel. But you have to give it a decent amount of input on the highway. And I don't like that. It literally makes me feel like I'm swerving on the highway too much. So I actually, when cruising down the highway, I do just the adaptive cruise control and the lane assist, and I don't touch the little magical button because it's too much. It doesn't work well. I feel like they should have done a better job before rolling that out. It's really not great. I really enjoy the digital dash. Now, Audi came out with this quite some time ago, and I've been a sucker for it ever since. I love the GPS in the middle of between the gauges. It's very customizable as well, which is something I really like. You can change what's on the main screen. And then even what shows up inside your gauges, like the RPM gauge there, you can change what's displayed in the middle of that. And it's very customizable. It shows boost. I highly doubt it's perfectly accurate because it's telling me that I'm making a few pounds of boost at idle. Seems kind of silly to me. I don't know if that's accurate. Now let's talk about if you're buying a brand new 2024, you got a break-in period. Now, a lot of people feel like the manufacturers break in the engines before they send them out, which they do to an extent. But Volkswagen recommends a break-in on this engine. And based on what you find, I found the majority of everything says 1,000 miles, and you can't go over 2/3, excuse me. You can't go over 2/3 of the rev range within that time. After 600 miles, you can kind of go up a little bit more, but you got to wait till 1,000 miles till you can actually, have fun with this vehicle. So I will be making a full review of the vehicle once I crest 1,000 miles. You can see I'm not quite there yet, but looking forward to that point when I have enough miles on it to where I can give you guys a full review. Another great feature that I really like about the GTI is the driving mode options. So you can even go into a custom driving mode and you can adjust things like the dynamic chassis control. You can even adjust how much how aggressive it is, which I really like. I like these settings where everything's in sport, but dynamic chassis control is down kind of in comfort. Really softens up the ride quite a bit. Something to know, though, that the sport mode for your engine sounds does make the exhaust pop when it's selected. But if you shut your car off in sport mode and you turn it back on, I've read that it goes into sport light for the exhaust. So you have to change out of sport and then back into sport mode to get the pops and bangs in the exhaust again. That's weird to me. Just a little tip if you didn't know that. But I really like that feature. It's fun. I just got the windows tinted, and kind of a bummer thing is the little triangles, that little extra window there is very difficult to reach. I've seen some that have the tint done. When I showed my installer this, they were like, we'll try, but we don't think we can. I mean, she even showed me getting a credit card in there, even trying to get into all the spots to get the tint applied would be very difficult. It's been done. I don't know how, but if you're planning on tinting, check with your installer to see if they can do that. So now I got to kind of figure something out with those, but kind of a bummer. Something to have a heads up on if you're looking to do that with yours. Another thing I really enjoy about what Volkswagen did here in the GTI is how customizable you can get with just the car itself as it comes from the factory, with just options in the vehicle. You can go into your interface and adjust a lot of different things. You can adjust the lighting in the car. You can adjust things like when you walk up to the vehicle, you don't have to touch anything on your key fob. It'll proximity unlock all the doors if you want. You can shut that off if you live in an area where you don't feel like that's a good idea. But you can really make this Volkswagen feel like your own without buying any modifications, which is really cool in my opinion. There's so many little things to adjust. I don't know if I've found them all, but it's something I really like and something you might like as well. One of my absolute favorite features about the new GTI is the seats. I absolutely love these seats. I think they look incredible. They're very comfortable. They are heated and cooled in this trim, the SE. You can still get an SE with the cloth plaid seats. I'm not sure if they're heated and cooled, but I think those look fantastic as well. So favorite feature in the car, honestly, one of the favorites, I should say, is these seats. They look fantastic. They feel fantastic. I hope they age well because I love them. I love these seats. So that's it. That's just a few of the things I wanted to share about a 2024 GTI 380 SE in the manual. A lot of cool features, some features that I think weren't fully executed very well, but overall, I'm loving this car so far. I can't wait to give you guys a full review once I hit the 1,000 miles. Look forward to doing that. So please like and subscribe so you can catch those videos. I plan on doing a lot of videos on this vehicle about simple modifications that you can do. Like for instance, you can make the shifter feel a lot better. So looking forward to doing a video on that as well. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day.